My name is Jeremy Harrell, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of ClearPath Action. America stands at an inflection point of unprecedented energy demand, fueled by a revival of American manufacturing, advances in artificial intelligence, and breakthroughs in quantum computing. We're in a race with China in each of these areas. This presents new challenges, but also immense opportunities for our country to build big and win. The Trump administration has set some ambitious goals: to build 300 gigawatts of new nuclear power, to lead the world in AI development, to pioneer new space-based technologies and exploration, and to expand supply chains in strategic sectors like critical minerals and shipbuilding. Permitting bottlenecks threaten all of these goals and the affordable power that your constituents expect. In the face of skyrocketing demand growth, building more energy resources has become more urgent. The data shows we're falling behind. For example, China added 475 gigawatts of new electricity generation in 2024. Meanwhile, the US added just 1/10 of that. China built 74 gigawatts of new energy storage. The US built 10. China built 54 gigawatts of new fossil fuel generation, primarily unmitigated coal. The US built just 2 gigawatts of lower emission gas. By every metric, China is building more energy than we are, and that energy is fueling growth across their economy. We have to keep up. The US and China dominate global data centers, accounting for 70% of total installed capacity worldwide. As China further develops their own domestic capacity, they will sell even more of their products globally. Chinese manufacturing output exceeded $4.5 trillion last year, more than a quarter of global production. The clearest path for Congress to give the US a leg up in this competition is bipartisan permitting reform. Modernized permitting will unlock Americans' abundant natural resources, scale new clean energy, build the transmission and pipelines needed to move energy nationwide, and bring manufacturing home, where environmental standards are stronger than China's. But our current regulatory system is not only unpredictable, it is standing in the way of our nation's energy, climate, and economic development goals at the federal, state, and local level. And these challenges are present in every sector of the economy, from energy to housing to transportation. A winning future requires step change reform, not just tweaks around the edges, while also balancing speed, safety, and community engagement. Bipartisan congressional action, reforms that dramatically increase efficiency today and are politically durable into the future, can flip the script and put America back in a leadership position. Accordingly, this committee should focus on 3 key areas. 1, modernizing NEPA. For half a century, NEPA remained largely untouched by Congress. This allowed presidents and the courts to stack burdensome and duplicative processes on top of what Congress originally intended. NEPA is a procedural law that requires federal agencies to assess the environmental impact of their actions, not one that imposes substantive new requirements. Congress made a down payment in the Fiscal Responsibility Act to refocus NEPA reviews, but Congress must now build on these bipartisan reforms to deliver an efficient and predictable process for all projects. 2, reforming judicial review and litigation practices. The judicial review process for energy projects has become an obstacle to timely completion. Developers navigating through a lengthy permitting process face additional delays due to litigation, injunctions, and appeals that can drag on for years, costing time and money with little to no environmental benefit. Meanwhile, China keeps on building. And 3, increasing transparency. The private sector uses technology to track projects and to keep stakeholders informed. The federal government should too. We need to end the old school siloed approach that creates bottlenecks, and use new tools developed by private industry and our national labs. We must do better to keep developers and the public informed. To that end, ClearPath Action is proud to support the 3 bipartisan bills before the committee today, because they take significant steps to deliver accountability and accelerate the permitting process. In conclusion, the window of opportunity for Congress to deliver effective permitting reform is now. The combination of recent Supreme Court decisions, executive orders, and new national security imperatives showcase the desperate need for new congressional action immediately. The US is in a global competition for energy, for AI, and for manufacturing leadership. We cannot win without being able to build here at home. Congress alone can provide the long-term certainty developers need to make billion-dollar investment decisions in our country. To let America win, we need to let America build. Thank you.